civic guests, fellow councillors, officers of the council, honoured friends and family members. Welcome to you all, and thank you for all being here on this very special occasion. May I start by expressing my personal thanks to the retiring Mayor, Councillor Nadeem Ahmed, who has had a very successful year. We have worked together very well and have been honoured to deputise for him when called upon. Thank you to all the councillors who kindly moved, seconded and supported the motion to install me as the Mayor of Pendle. Can I say a special thank you to the Conservative group for their support. Thank you in anticipation to the new Deputy Mayor and Deputy Mayoress, Councillor Brian Newman and Mrs Lynn Newman. I'm sure we will work well together. I know I will be able to rely on my experienced Mayoral team, Fiona, my secretary, and Trish, my attendant, to guide us through the year. I stand before you with immense pride, humility and gratitude as I take on the role of First Citizen of Pendle for the second time. To be entrusted with this office once is a tremendous honour. To be given the opportunity to serve again, 15 years later, is something truly special, and something I never imagined when I first wore the mayoral chain during my previous term as Mayor in 2011-2012. Although I must admit, 15 years later, the chain feels slightly heavier. Or perhaps that's just an age thing, and age is catching up with me. Today is not just a ceremonial occasion for me, it is deeply personal. As I reflect on this journey, I think about how much life has changed since I first became Mayor all those years ago. Back then, I could never have imagined the experiences, challenges, joys and responsibilities that lay ahead. One of the most significant moments in my life came in 2011, shortly before I was due to become Mayor in 2011 for the first time, when my late father sadly passed away. Losing him was one of the most painful experiences of my life. My father was not simply my parent, he was my role model, my teacher, my mentor, and the person who shaped the values by which I have tried to live my life. He taught me the importance of honesty, humility, hard work, and treating every person with dignity and respect. He believed deeply in helping others and serving the communities regardless of background, status or belief. He was a man of quiet strength and integrity. Many of the values that guide me today, both in public life and private life, came directly from him. Even now, 15 years later, I still think about him every day. There are moments in life when you realise how much a person shaped your future. That person was my father. I often reflect on the sacrifices he made for our family, the lessons he taught me growing up, and the encouragement he gave me throughout my life. I only wish he could have been here today to witness this moment. But although he is no longer physically with us, his guidance and his values remain with me every single day. As I stand here today, preparing to serve Pendle once again as Mayor, I hope he will be proud of the man I've become and proud of the service I continue to give to our community. Public service and community involvement have always been important within my family. My family background has deep roots in politics and public service in Pakistan, particularly in my ancestral village of Jora, where family members have held the honour title of Mayor for generations, acting as the primary bridge between the local community, district administration and the police. A belief of helping others, representing communities and standing up for fairness and justice. Those values travelled with our family and became part of our upbringing here in Pendle. My own journey began here in Nelson, a town I remain incredibly proud to call home until recently, and then moving to Barrowford a few years ago. I attended Whitefield Primary School, where I served as a school governor, Lomshire Junior School and Edge End High School, before continuing my education at Nelson and Corn College. I had ambitions and dreams, but I also understood the importance of hard work, education and perseverance. I later went on to study law in Manchester before completing my legal practice course in Chester College of Law. In 2001, I began my professional career as a solicitor at Robert Smith Solicitors here in Nelson. 25 years later, I remained there, proudly serving as a director of the firm. That journey means a great deal to me because it reflects the opportunities this borough can provide. Pendle is a place where ordinary people from hard-working backgrounds can build careers, raise families, and contribute positively to society. As a solicitor, I've had the privilege of helping people through some of the most important and difficult moments of their lives. I've seen people at their happiest moments and also during times of hardship and uncertainty. That experience has taught me empathy, patience, and understanding. Most importantly, it has taught me that no matter who we are, where we come from, or what background we belong to, people fundamentally want the same things. We all want happiness in our families. We all want security and opportunity for our children. We all want dignity, respect, fairness, and hope for the future. And that is why I believe so strongly in unity. In a world where division and negativity can sometimes dominate public life, we must never lose sight of our shared humanity. We are far more similar than we are different. In Pendle, we are blessed to live in a diverse community made up of people from different cultures, backgrounds, and faiths. But diversity should never divide us. It should strengthen us. Different communities, different traditions, and different perspectives enrich our borough and make Pendle the vibrant place that it is. What matters most is not the colour of someone's skin, the faith they follow, or the language they speak at home. What matters is the content of their character, how they treat others, and the contribution they make to society. We must continue building bridges between communities rather than barriers. We must continue showing respect to one another, even when we may disagree. And we must continue teaching future generations that kindness, understanding, and compassion are far stronger than hatred or division. Because the truth is simple, we are stronger together than we could ever be apart. That is one of the most important messages I want to promote during my mayoral year. A message of unity, a message of respect, a message that every person in Pendle matters. And a message that no matter what our differences, this borough belongs to all of us. My own journey in politics and public service began more than 20 years ago when I was first elected as a councillor in 2004. Since then, I've had the honour of serving the people of Pendle in a number of different roles, including previously serving as leader of Pendle Council and continue to serve as chairman of Barrowford and Western Parishes Area Committee, where I was re-elected last week. Those years have given me a deeper understanding of the challenges facing local communities, but they have also shown me the incredible resilience, generosity and spirit of the people of this borough. I've also learned many valuable lessons. For example, I've learned that no matter how long a council meeting lasts, somebody will always say, "Just one final point, Mr. Chairman." I worked alongside dedicated councillors from all political parties, hard-working officers, volunteers, charities, faith groups, local businesses and residents who all share one common goal, wanting the very best for Pendle. I would also like to pay tribute tonight to my mother, with whom I live. My elderly mother has suffered with ill health, and watching someone you love face those challenges is never easy. Despite her difficulties, she continues to be a source of strength, wisdom and love for our family. The sacrifices mothers make throughout their lives often go unnoticed, but I know that without her support, encouragement and prayers, I would not be standing here today. To my wife, Ruxana, who will serve as Mayoress during this coming year, thank you from the bottom of my heart. public service requires patience, understanding and sacrifice not only from the individual serving in office, but from their entire family. You have stood beside me through every challenge and every success, and your support means more than words can ever express. To my children, you are my greatest pride, my greatest joy, my greatest motivation. Being a father has changed my life completely. My youngest child, Hamza, has Down syndrome. And that journey has taught me lessons that no position of title ever could. It has taught me patience, it has taught me compassion, it has taught me resilience. It's also opened my eyes to the incredible challenges faced by families caring for children with additional needs, as well as the extraordinary strength shown by those children themselves. Every child deserves to feel valued, every child deserves opportunity, and every child deserves to be included and respected, regardless of ability or circumstance. This is one of the reasons why during our Mayoral year, the Mayoress's Charity Appeal Fund will be supporting the East Lancashire Down Syndrome Support Group, whose work supporting children and families across our area is truly remarkable. I'm also proud to support Pendleside Hospice, an organisation that provides dignity, compassion and care to families during some of the most difficult moments of their lives. Many families across Pendle and East Lancashire have been touched by their extraordinary work, and we owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to their staff and volunteers. In addition, we will be supporting the NK Foundation, whose work reflects the values of compassion, generosity and community spirit that are so important to me. These charities are not just organisations to me, they represent kindness in action. They represent ordinary people doing extraordinary things to help others. And they remind us all that society is strongest when we care for those who are vulnerable or in need. We hope to raise awareness, promote volunteering and raise as much funds for our chosen charities as possible. Pendle is a truly special borough. It is a borough filled with hard-working people, proud traditions, beautiful countryside, strong communities and remarkable resilience. Most importantly, Pendle is filled with good people. People who quietly volunteer without recognition. People who help neighbours during difficult times. People who work tirelessly to support their families. People who show compassion even when facing struggles of their own. Those people are the strength of our borough. As Mayor, I want this to be the year when we continue to bring communities together, a year where we celebrate not only diversity, but also the values that unite us, a year where we support our young people and value our elderly, a year where kindness and respect remain at the heart of everything we do, and a year where every resident, regardless of background, feels respected, included and valued. Because at the end of the day, we all share some hopes. We all share the same hopes for our families, our communities and our future. And that future will always be brighter if we build it together. To the councillors and residents of Pendle, thank you once again for placing your trust in me. To serve as Mayor once was a privilege. To serve for a second time is an honour beyond words. As I begin this new chapter, I do so carrying with me the values instilled in me by my late father, the love and prayers of my mother, the support of my wife and children, and the encouragement of my family, friends, colleagues, and community. I promise to serve this borough with humility, dedication, compassion, and pride. And I hope that throughout this Mayoral year, together we can continue showing that Pendle is strongest when we stand united. And as the motto on the Pendle Council coat of arms reads, in unitate florescimus, which means in unity we shall flourish. Thank you very much.